In this video, I am going to discuss about the tree diagram for various cases, and the first case is for tossing two coins. Later on, we will consider one or two examples related to different types of tree diagrams. Now, if you toss two coins, now this is first toss, and the result of the first toss is represented here. Either you will be having a head or you will be having a tail if you toss a coin. The probability of having a head is 1 by 2, mean 1 is your favorable outcome, which is head in this case, while total outcomes are 2, that is written over here. Similarly, if you are going to have a tail when you toss a coin, the probability of having a tail is again 1 by 2. 1 is your favorable outcome, mean you are getting tail once out of total outcomes, which are 2. Now, you toss the second coin, then you may get a head or you may get a tail. Similarly, over here, if you are having tail in the first toss, then in the second toss, after tail in the first toss, there is a possibility that you may get a head, or if you are getting a tail in the first toss, then there is an equal possibility that in the second toss you are also going to have tail again. So for the two tosses, the outcomes will be, one of the possible outcomes is that for the first toss you are having a head, and second toss will also give you a head. This is one of the possibility. Then the outcome for the two tosses will be head, head. First outcome. This is one of the outcome. The second possibility says, if there is head for the first toss, then there might be tail in the second toss. Then the outcome for these two tosses will be head for the first one and tail for the second one. This is another possibility. I am talking about the possibilities for the two tosses. Then if you are having tail in your first toss and head in the second toss, then tail head is the third possibility when you toss two coins. And the fourth possibility is that tail will be in the first toss and tail will be the second toss. Then your outcome for the two tosses will be tail, tail. Now, the probability for having head two times is the result of multiplication of the probabilities 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. Now, this outcome has the probability 1 by 4, which is the result of multiplication of probabilities along this branch. 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 will give you 1 by 4. Similarly, for the outcome of head tail, the probability is 1 by 4 if you follow the branch of head and tail. Then here the probability is 1 by 2, and then here for tail you have the probability 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 for head and 1 by 2 for tail will give you 1 by 4. In the same way, you can have the probability for the outcome tail head, that has also the probability 1 by 4, by going into the branch where you are getting tail and then you are getting head. For tail you have the probability 1 by 2 and then for head you have probability 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 will give you 1 by 4. So here if I ask you to find the probability that both heads will appear in the two tosses, both heads, then these are your possible outcomes. These 4 are your possible outcomes. Out of these 4 there is only one outcome that has both heads. So the probability of having both heads will be 1 out of the total outcomes, which are 4 in number. So result is 1 by 4. If I ask to find the probability of having both tails, now both tails will appear in this outcome. So this is one case in all the outcomes, and there are 4 outcomes in total for tossing 2 coins, and out of these 4 outcomes there is one outcome that has tail and tail both times. So your probability be 1, that is your favorable outcome, that is tail and tail both times, divided by 4, which are the total number of outcomes. Now if the question is to find the probability of having at least one tail, now at least one tail means there must be one tail. So we have got one tail over here in this outcome, we have got one tail over here in this outcome, and we have got 2 tails. Our requirement is at least one tail which is being fulfilled over here. So this outcome will also be our favorable outcome because we want at least one, and that is fulfilled here. So these 3 outcomes are having at least one tail out of total 4 outcomes. So your answer will be 3 by 4. And if the question is to find the probability of having one tail, only one tail, then this outcome and this outcome will give you one tail over here and over here. So that is one outcome over here and one outcome over here. So 2 outcomes out of 4 having only one tail. So this is how you interpret your tree diagram. And the one other question is to find the probability of 2 heads or having 2 tails. Now that will be the probability of having 2 heads is 1 by 4. So when you are going to have the probabilities of 2 different outcomes, mean this outcome head or tail, you are going to add the probabilities of head which is 1 by 4 plus the probability of having tail mean 1 by 4. So add these 2 probabilities, mean the probability of having 2 heads plus the probability of having 2 tails. So your answer will be 2 over 4, that is 1 by 2. So if you are going vertically, if you are going to find the probabilities of different outcomes, then you are going to add their probabilities. However, for one outcome like head and head, this was one outcome, so we multiplied their probabilities 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. However, for 2 different outcomes, if I ask you to find the probability of head or head tail, then you are going to add their probabilities. Now this is a possibility diagram. When you throw 2 dice, this is dice 1 having scores on it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is dice 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now when you throw 2 dice, this is dice 1, this is dice 2, and question is asked regarding the multiplication of the scores at the top of the two dice. For example, the question is, find the probability of having numbers less than 2 if we multiply the scores on the top of two dice that are thrown together. Suppose dice 1 has score 1 at the top and dice 2 has got score 1 at the top. Both dice has got score 1 at the top. Multiply the scores at the top. So this is the answer. 1 into 1 is 1. So this is the answer of multiplication of the scores at the top of the two dice. If dice 1 has 2 at the top and dice 2 has 1 at the top, so multiply the scores at the top. 1 into 2 is 2. Now if dice 1 has 3 at the top and dice 2 has still 1 at the top, so 1 into 3 is 3. Now these are the outcomes which are the result of multiplication of the scores at the top of the two dice. For example, 36. Now this is the outcome when dice 1 has 6 at the top and dice 2 has 6 at the top. 6 into 6 is 36. Now we have got these 36 outcomes as a result of multiplication of the scores at the top of the two dice. Now the probability of having a number less than 2 when the scores at the top of the two dice are being multiplied. So the number less than 2 in all these outcomes, we have got only one number which is less than 2. So the favorable outcome is 1, this one, and total outcomes, all these outcomes are 36. So the probability of having a number less than 2 in this case is 1 over 36. The probability of having a number that is multiple of 5 when you multiply the scores at the top of the two dice. So multiple of 5s are, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. We have got 11 multiples of 5 in all these outcomes and total outcomes are 36. So your answer will be 11 over 36. Similarly, you can find the probability of having a prime number if you multiply the scores at the top of the two dice. So that will be 6 over 36. You have got 6 prime numbers here and total outcomes are 36. So this is the possibility diagram when scores at the top of the two dice are being multiplied. Similarly, you can draw possibility diagram for the addition of the scores at the top of the two dice. The concept is same. Suppose dice 1 has got 1 at the top and second dice has got 1 at the top. So adding them, 1 plus 1 will give you 2. Similarly, dice 1 has got 2 at the top and dice 2 has got 1 at the top. So 1 plus 2 is 3. Similarly, 1 plus 3 is 4. So these outcomes are result of adding the scores at the top of the two dice. So the probability of having 8 by adding the scores at the top of the two dice, the probability of having 8 is, we have got how many 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have got 5, 8 as a result of addition of the scores at the top of the two dice and total outcomes are 36. The probability of having 8 in this case is 5 over 36. So this is how you are going to draw tree diagram and possibility diagrams. Keep watching. Thank you so much.